Hello, and welcome to another episode of Pull Up 3. I am Paragon Dunn,
I'm Jamae.
And I'm Jay Trent.
and today we are here with Shae from the committee.
Hello, everybody. Appreciate y'all having me on. These wonderful, beautiful people.
Thank you for joining us. It is again, it is an honor. Um, of course, we are here to talk about your Mystics. Um, this is one of my favorite Mystic seasons in a minute.
Who you
Uh,
telling?
it going from of course, you won a championship as recently as 2019, and then, you kind of fighting for getting back to that, and then you had is Evie going to retire? Is she not? That whole saga, and then last year, it's like y'all were competitive, but still, it's like y'all were losing a lot of games, but y'all were losing a lot of games by like four. um, but you ended up being rewarded with two all-star rookies. Um, Shakira finally got a pretty healthy season overall. Um, it's just a lot to really look forward to over there, and it seems like the future is you. The Mystics definitely have one of my favorite young cores. So, what was your overall opinion of the season, and what are you looking forward to the most out of this group?
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Before the season started, I think I was tweeting. I was just like, look, I don't know what we're gonna get, but just be easy on my girls. We in the rebuild era, and they actually surprised me in a positive way. Like I thought we would be like you were saying, we were the worst best team ever. Like it was like 4 point loss, 2 point loss, this, that, and the third. And you get these two kids in with some vets around them, and they really surprised me in a positive way. And I just can't wait to see where we build from here. I really do think that us like moving on from the T-Bolts and kind of revamping our front office, new coach, I really think that helped too. It seems like we have a cohesive plan moving forward. And I don't know if that was always the case in previous years, especially with the Deladon stuff. But I was really proud of them. And man, I mean, being able to just people being able to tweet me and be like, yeah, man, the Mystics is good. Like the young kids is good. I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all ain't said this in like, I don't know when the last time people was telling me that they was happy for the Mystics. So it was a really fun season.
How did you feel? You mentioned having a new coach.
Hmm.
There were teams in the league who were not as much of a fans of their new coaches. How did you feel about Sidney Johnson so far?
I think he was great. I think he's a coach who, like, there's clips of him, like, when Aaliyah Edwards was with us, like, he's chest bumping her, and he seems to really be in touch with the players, and I really like that about him. But he also has, like, this, like, senior Obama thing about him, too, where it's like he's an authoritative figure, but, like, it seems like the women really respond to him. I think he was really good.
One of the things that I also think y'all did really well is surrounding y'all young players with really good vets. I think that was and it I think the vets were willing. The good thing about the vets is they were willing to relinquish and teach in the same way. I think there were places where it was kind of a lot of tug and pull. It's like, or they teams may have tried to bring vets in for the young players, and they were like, "Well, I'm better than them, so I don't need. I'm not really trying to do this." But I feel like Stephanie Dolson has a lot to offer a team, but she was willing to be like, you know what, these girls got it. Yeah, I'm a, when you just if you need me, just call me if over.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna just show them the ropes, show them how to be a leader. I think getting Alicia Clark mid-season was really good because it seemed like they integrated with her easily. Um, she ended up being the grandma of the team.
Yeah.
Is they I think the vibes were high, and we always say vibes are such an important part of growth. If y'all don't like each other, y'all can win as many games as y'all want to. But it just makes everything so much harder. But the vibes were always there.
Yeah, no, I think that like you said, I mean Steph, and I know it was a whole lot of conversation about what Steph actually brings to in this part of her career, but she's a champion, you know? And I think that people overlook that you need quality vets in the locker room, especially with a team that's really young. Same with Alicia Clark. That's a champion. You know, she's been around the league. She was with us previously. She came back, you know, and she's seen the change in the organization too. I think she touched on it. So yeah, I think just having those vets around to kind of mold and help them understand, like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is how you go about it, this is how you approach it, really helps. And I think that other teams should kind of like, I think Connecticut did a good job of that too. Like, you can't, I mean, Tina Charles was hooping, so it's different, but like, it's still a thing of like having Tina around helps the younger kids look up and be like, damn, this is what we need to be doing.
What were your initial opinions of drafting Kiki and Sonia, and then how much did those opinions shift throughout the season? And was there like a certain point where you were like, "Oh, these are not your average rookies. Like this is something serious."
So funny that you mentioned that. So I think maybe around this time last, I tweeted that I wanted Kiki in a I mean Sonya in a Mystic jersey. And I didn't think it was going to happen. Fast forward the Mystics trade Ariel Atkins to get the pick to get her. And I thought she would be good. I didn't think she would be this good this soon. Like I did not think her having a case for rookie of the year was something that was going to really happen. But as she kept stacking games and getting better every game, I'm like, oh, okay, we got us a little wing here. And then with Kiki, man, I'm a USC fan. Like that's my alumni, so I watched her obviously at USC, and she had some up and down moments. And so when we drafted her, I was like, man, I just hope that we can get her to a place where she's comfortable in what she's doing and being able to see her blossom and grow to the point where she was giving up double doubles night to night, they both really surprised me. And I'm gonna give Lucy a shout out too, Lucy Olsen coming off the bench. I think she really grew as the year went on too. But they exceeded my highest expectations.
Do you think, we're kind of like going back into the value of having quality vets? Do you think having a center like Stephanie Dawson that was willing to step out of the paint and like try and space the floor? I feel like, do you feel like that kind of helped Kiki and like gave her space to operate inside the arc? Because I know that's what she preferred to do. Do you think
Yeah,
that that was helpful for her? Yeah.
I think it was really helpful for her because if you look back on her year at USC, like she played with Rhea, who's with Connecticut now, and Rhea is not a floor spacer like that. So it was a lot of everybody kind of in the paint. And I think that kind of didn't help her game at USC. But I think that being able to have a Shakira and a Steph who can step out and give her space to operate, where she wants to rip through, get to the rim, shoot a mid, whatever she wants to do, giving her that space, I think that really helped her. And I think I'm hoping over the off season, she works on like being able to pick her spots and get better at, when am I shooting a jump shot? When am I going to the rim?
So I think one of the only few questions that people have as far as the future of the Mystics is with Shakira. Again, this was her first real healthy season, and I think as the year went on, she definitely shown that she could really be something in the league, which I think people knew. It's just again she was usually hurt, and then her off seasons were kind of more spent or rehabbing than anything. Um, the Instagram post was kind of vague. Obviously, we can't know for sure what she meant or what she really wants to do. But do you have a preference as far as what you would like to be done in that situation? Or and what do you see? Is it different than what you see most likely happening?
Shakira Austin, if you can hear me, sister, please just, I know you didn't got healthy and you looking over at all the other ones and you like, man, they in the playoffs, they going to the finals. I hear you, sister, but stay down with us. We building, okay? It's coming. Please, come on, just stick it out. But I mean, it's also like she's extremely talented. There are no shortage of teams that will want her on that roster. So I hope that she sees the value in what the Mystics are building and that she decides to be like, you know what, let me come back, let me see what we got going on, see if we can really make a run at this thing. I believe she's doing Unrivaled again. And so I hope she can go down there and do some recruiting, get us some, get us a little something, something coming back to DC. But I really do hope she stays. And we can figure it out. I don't really know I guess I don't know what the behind the scenes is, so I don't know like what the issues could be if there are any. But I hope that she stays a Mystic.
I really
I kind
do
of hope
feel
she does too, because I feel like if she's not, it's gonna go to a team that's already pretty greedy, and I would like to avoid that if possible. Especially if it's the Aces. Kathy, please step in. She cannot
the
But
be with
the
that.
Aces
the
fans be on that. They be like, Shakira,
the
Shakira. I'm like,
listen,
hold on.
listen. The greed in me, they can vouch. I've been saying Shakira to the Aces for quite some time. The greed in me says I need that, but I also do feel like even though she's like a tad older than them, I do feel like she fits in their timeline. Like she could very much be the X factor. Them two, Sonya, Kiki struggling, she give you 30 in this crucial playoff game. Like she could very much be a part of that core if she would like to be. If she wants to spread her wings and if she could be a de facto number one, then I mean everybody has their goals and understandably so. Um,
I wouldn't be mad at her, but I
but
think she is restricted if I'm not mistaken. So it's like we getting some back. So
if
Aces fans, y'all want Asia? Y'all want to keep Asia? Look, leave us alone. I'll take Asia. Give me Jackie if that's what we want to do.
if I'm the Mystics, I might have to do what the Connecticut Sun did when Marina Mabrey asked for a trade. She gonna be like, "Yeah, I really want to leave," and I'm gonna be like, "Actually, I met your offer, so I really don't care to be honest with you." Like,
But that's nice though. I appreciate you voicing your opinion, but nah, you ain't going nowhere. And look at Mabry. Now she wants to stay in Connecticut.
it's the
I
happiest
just
scenario,
don't
man.
realize.
Grass ain't always greener.
Exactly. And that's the thing with the Mystics is like, Shakira, you've been here this whole time. Like, of all the things that have changed, like, she's been the through line. So it's like, why would you give up when you kind of can see the promised land now? Like, a little bit ago, it was like, all right, we don't know what's going
Mm.
on. But now, there is a light at the end of this tunnel. And to
It
your
reminds
point,
me of Kelsey Mitchell.
yeah, yeah.
It's like
Mm,
you didn't been through the fire. We didn't seen it. We know, sister. We get it. We've been rooting for you. But now you got some talent around you. Oh, pump the brakes, sister. See it out. At least try to see it out. I don't know.
Right, give it a year or two to shake out first, and then if it don't work, then like maybe you can, but it'll probably work by then, so we wouldn't even have to have this conversation. But I think one of the things we talked about like mid year was having Shakira and Kiki playing next to each other, and some of the I guess the things we thought it would be kind of a struggle for both of them since they both are players who play in the paint. And I think Sydney Johnson did a really good job of like the rotations and putting in, sometimes it was Stephanie, sometimes um, the various fours, whether it's Emily Ingsler or Madison Scott at the end of the year, like putting them in places where it felt like everybody could get off at any point. And it honestly, it started to look like Shakira and Kiki can play next to each other, even though they feel very similar. Um, and so I think that, so to me, like if I'm Shakira, it's like I've had a lot of great games with, you know, Kiki still getting her double double, right? Like I can drop 20 and she can get a double double and we can win this game. And so I don't know. I feel like they're at a place where it's like it's working, and we don't need to give up on it yet. Like we can keep
Yes.
working. I feel like there's more to be done, especially when you have a Georgia Amore who didn't get to play, so you don't
Mm.
know what kind of gravity she might add to your team, and then um to your point, Lucy Olsen coming in, she started to get really comfortable with shooting. That adds another dynamic. Emily Ingsler has played really well, just doing literally any and everything.
I
Um,
love her.
So it's Suge's son too. Like I feel like Suge and Kiki have developed a really good game, and and Shakira have played. Both of those two men have like looked really fun. You can tell that they're like they seem to enjoy playing with each other, and so I don't know. I really like the dynamic of this group. I don't really know how who they go get or what they add or take away, but I think for them to be what they are, which is really kind of like a hodgepodge group of like young talent, um, they've looked the most fun, I think. So
Yeah, they look like they were having fun too, which is what I enjoy. It's been sometimes you tune in and you like, Lord, the Mystics look like they just ready to go home. But the kids look like they was having fun.
So one of the things that y'all also have to look forward to is the draft. Unfortunately, I guess for you, one of my favorite Twitter moments is when
Oh my gosh.
I wish I could find the tweet directly, but when you asked the Mystic GM, it's like, "Are y'all trading this pick?" And he said, "Nah," and then he traded it, and you was like, "You said you wasn't gonna trade that." He said, "I didn't say that. I don't remember that." And then you were like, "This is where you said this right here." And he's just saying, "Oh."
Man, that was
Like
quite a day. We've come so long as a franchise. Look at that. Look at how much things have changed in just a little amount of time. Whew.
you know what though? Like he deserves to. They deserve to pack them up. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like Baby T-Ball, but they deserve to get packed up after that. Cause like, what are we doing, sisters? We are we sure?
Like,
Like, why did you even get on Twitter and do that? Like,
like we finally get the number one pick and you trade it? Like, oh, okay,
it did
man.
bless Jay.
It did. It did. I'm
Oh,
grateful.
were you a Dream fan?
I'm a Dream fan. Yes, I
Oh
am.
my God. Ryan, I love you, sister. I love you so much, Ryan Howard. Woo. That was a hard one to get over. I was like, I don't know if we ever gonna recover from this one. Like that's one of those like moves that could kind of set your franchise back like 5, 10 years if you can't rebound from that. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks. But
Oof, oof.
but we've come so far. We've come so far from that point.
and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
quickly too. Like
Yeah,
it
I
was
was
what
like, and
4 years ago,
it ain't take long. Yeah, and it ain't
and
take
y'all
long to do.
already on the up and up. Shout out to Jamila.
Hmm.
She clearly very. I have never seen. We talk a lot about GMs being just like be bullshitting. But that lady had a
Mm.
plan. She had a barked into there with a plan. She ain't tell nobody what it was. She was just kind of like, yeah, we'll look and see what's going on. And then like, damn, you really thought about this more than I feel
Yeah.
like anybody. Some of these other GMs have done. And so like, yeah, especially being a somebody I feel like I don't know, people didn't really know. It was like when she got hired, it was like, okay, who is this lady and like where did y'all find her? Um,
Hmm.
but she knew something. She knew
You
something
don't always got to get the big name or the sexy hire. Sometimes you go with what works and the results come in.
for sure.
Well,
All right.
I would
Uh,
like to think you may have a hard decision on your hand. It may be easy to you, I don't know. But of course, we have the expansion draft coming up. Um, Jermaine, if I'm not mistaken, Washington doesn't have any players they've court or that have been court twice, so they would have to protect whoever.
yeah.
So, what 6 players would you keep in the expansion draft?
Right. We're determined that it's six, it's set at six? Or is that just our guess
This is
based on
just based off of last year.
okay. Six. I mean, you gotta go Sony, Kiki, Shakira. Damn, I'm at three already. Um I, you go those three. I think you go Suge, that's four. I think you keep Lucy too. That's five. Ooh, man. Six is I want to keep Madison Scott, but I like Emily Ingsler. So one of those two, I guess.
You're not
That's a
keeping
tough.
Georgia
that
Amore?
is not a sentence I hear often.
So the problem with I thought about Amor. The problem is we just don't know. We don't have the body of work to go with. I just don't.
You're not a believer in the Georgia Amore experience?
It's not that I'm not a believer. I just think that from watching her at college and her size, I'm not sure about the transition. Like to me, if she has success in the league, it's like in a Leilani Mitchell type of thing, where it's like she's just shooting the ball. She's a small guard, but the defensive end is where I worry a lot for her. So I don't know, but we could keep Amore. I think they would do that just because it's like we haven't seen her play and you invested in rehabbing her ACL and all of that. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
be mad at that.
But your preference would be Maddie or Emily.
I think you don't have to protect Madison Scott. I think that's some like Madison Scott and Emily Inkster are like players that I think if you lose one, it's like damn, but you'll pick up the other one and be like, all right, we can roll with this.
Fair.
Yeah, I was thinking of like the way to kind of work that. You say which one is least likely to get picked up? Because if there's two expansion teams drafting, and I'm looking at this roster, and I'm looking, and I say, okay, so which two do I feel like are gone if this is my six?
Hmm.
Which two would you feel like? Which two, if that's your six, which two do you think would be gone?
I actually think Georgia Amore, like, I feel like the new franchise teams would be willing to take a swing on her.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they would take a swing on Amore. I think uh I forgot we traded for JC Sheldon. I forgot she's on our team. That's
Yeah,
another person that I think people and JC has a proven like, oh wait, hold on. I gotta protect JC. See now y'all messing me up. Hold on. I'm
See,
not
this
letting
is
my girl
why
JC.
you gotta talk about it, because then you start looking and it's like, she can't stay. Look,
I can't let my girl JC go.
Yeah.
That's tough for me. I think people would, yeah, I think Georgia Amore people would take a swing on if we left her unprotected. I think Inksler too, because I just think she's like a nuts and bolts. Like I'm gonna just go out there and help y'all win a game. Um, Jay Melbourne. Oh, that's an. Ooh. All right, man. I don't want no expansion draft. I don't know about that. Let the Mystics keep who we want. Let us keep who we want. We building right now. I don't know, man. Young teams shouldn't have to do the expansion draft.
I was just looking at y'all roster, and
Yeah.
there's only there are only two players on this roster that have like that are like past rookie contract age.
Hmm.
So it's just Steph Dosa and Alicia Clark. Like everybody like the third oldest player on the team is Suge Sutton, who was born in '98. Like that's you arguably still like a rookie contract.
Yeah,
So
which
yeah,
helps
you
money
got
wise.
yeah, but you got it's a lot of youth, and you have to feel like you have to feel like two of the youngsters is gonna be gone if you can only keep
This
six.
is a real 25 and under team.
Yeah, youngest team in the league. I don't even know if half of them can like rent a car without like somebody else signing for it.
The only people since 25 is the age you can rent a car.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah,
people who
Hmm.
can rent a car right now is Shakira, Emily Inksler, JC Sheldon, Sugg Sutton, Stephanie Dolson, and Alicia Clark. Everybody else,
See?
you need to
Half
Jay.
go
of them
sign
ain't
Oh
up.
no,
not
Jay.
able to
You
rent a
forgot Jay
car.
Melbourne. Jay Melbourne was she can't either.
She like 18. She's not
Damn.
that young, but Um,
Yeah, I
I don't
forgot she
know.
came over like she was super young when she came over.
I definitely think she's my other one that I feel like they would definitely take a swing on. Um,
I feel like both expansion teams are looking at the Mystics roster and like rubbing their hands together. Like I
Yeah.
can't. No matter who they pick, I'm getting something good off of some like I'm eating in some way, shape, or form. Which sucks for the Mystics, but still.
It's gonna be tough. But I mean, the good thing is we got draft picks. Lord, if we don't got draft picks, my goodness. So we can go and get us some more young talent.
I think I go
Um,
Sonya, Kiki, Shakira, Suge, JC, Suge, JC. Oh, and Jade.
I like that too. That's probably better. I'm biased to Madison Scott because I'm a homer and
Oh,
she's
I
from the
get it.
crib.
I feel like, I mean, she got to play a little bit in Dallas, but like not enough. But I felt like the vision that I saw for her, it really came alive in Washington. And I was like, this works. This works so well.
I
Like,
was so happy for her.
please don't let her leave Cindy Johnson's side. Like he had a vision. And like, yeah, I really enjoyed her stint. And like I would be shocked if they didn't call her back for
Yeah.
like training camp.
Damn, that's tough. Well, I mean, the good thing is we not one of them teams with 100 million all-stars on it, though. They got to protect them because those teams gonna have it way harder than us.
I feel like
Yeah, like I was like, what team were we talking about where I was like, that's gonna be
Minnesota
was
was
it
terrible.
Minnesota? Yeah,
Minnesota, yeah.
Ooh,
Minnesota's gonna be rough.
New York, like, oof.
Yeah.
New York was fun.
Yeah, the Indiana gonna have some choices to make. That's gonna be some tough choices they gotta, especially with how well y'all played after all of the injuries.
I think they know who their core is. We'll just. I'm not gonna think about it too much anyway.
Okay.
Um. Okay. Draft picks. The
The
Mystics.
Mystics have 3 firsts, just like last year. So y'all have 1 pick in the lottery that is currently slotted at pick 4, but it
Mhm.
can move. It can go up as high as number 1, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you also have pick 9 from Seattle and pick 11 from the Liberty.
That's crazy.
So,
Racking them up.
do you have any player or player archetypes that you would prefer to draft, given your current
Ooh,
situation?
I think we could use AZ, but I know that she was actually at a number of games. She's from the crib too. She can shoot the rock. I really would like Olivia Miles just because the point guard that can get downhill and get like, and I mean obviously reuniting her with Sony would be. I'm sure Sony would enjoy that. Who is there's a kid from Spain. Is it Awa
Our fam?
Fam?
And
Yeah.
I was yeah.
I kind of want to take a swing in that direction, like have a little something fun, Like I really want to do that. I'm also interested in like a Tanaya Latson, like somebody who can just outright score the ball. Um, yeah, but I think it's also this is a season draft year for me where it's kind of like you got to kind of watch the college season play out because it could change a lot throughout the draft in terms of who plays well and who doesn't. But those are my like, oh, okay, we could get those. I could do that. Also, further down, like those picks that are later, like if we go and get like a Janiyah Barker, just like some athletes that's coming off the bench to kind of help us get up and down the floor and defend a little more. I really think we can have a lot of fun in this draft. Like Cody McMahon is another one who's like she's going to be a little lower in the draft, but if you can get her kind of build up her offensive game, like she's got a pro body already. But
So,
man, if AZ or Olivia, I'm cool. Or Latson to not Latson, I'm cool.
so if the Mystics get the number 1 pick in the lottery,
Oh God, not this again.
would you prefer them to go ahead and draft AC or Olivia number 1, or would you want them to see if they could like trade down and then get something and then take one of them in like 3 or 4? Um,
That's
what
a good
is
question. I would want them to explore all the options. It don't hurt to pick up the phone and see. Like if we use like Mrs. get the number 1 pick and you move it around to see if we can get like a vet that can like really come in and help us take us to that next level, help us make that playoff push. I wouldn't be mad at that either. Cause the one thing about picks is like they're picks, but you don't know how they're gonna pan out, good
Mhm.
or bad. So it's like there's not like like I don't know. Like if I could give up a pick, to Atlanta and Alicia Gray would come over, like I wouldn't be mad at that.
Everybody wants Alicia Gray.
Look,
Every,
the work, the
every
proof is in the pudding.
everybody want my dream players. Like who is it?
It's Bree Jones
Bree
and Leash
Jones,
every day.
Bree and Leash. It feels like everybody want Bree or they want Leash. I get it though, because I don't want him to leave, so I understand.
You know what would be an interesting like call and see what type of package they'd be looking for? Rikia Jackson.
Well,
And Sony to me and Kiki, I think that would be like your young, like this is where we going right now.
It's one of those things. I can
no,
see
because
the
hold on,
Sparks
because
doing it, and I
LA
can
don't have good
see
odds
I
at
can
number
see
one.
they don't have odds at all because their pick goes to Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
So so
Listen, Rakia Jackson. I feel like if anybody, they probably want AZ.
yeah, they would. I feel like LA would.
Cause you have a, I mean, they got
listen.
Dearica. Who their front court? Dearica, Cam,
Yeah,
Azare.
that's
Azare.
right. Yeah, and
If
then
if
They might want
if
our fam too, but
If Azare leaves, or
okay,
if
but
they're
I
assuming,
don't know if they want Lauren Betts next to Dearica. I don't know if I
I
want Lauren
can't.
Betts next to
I
no,
don't think they would.
I'm
I don't
thinking
think
of
they would take
Iowa.
her. Yeah, I don't think they
Oh,
would take her.
Iowa, yeah, yeah.
So let's take a thought and look at a couple draft scenarios. So you had the number one pick. Seattle has two, Dallas has three, Minnesota has four. I feel like most of the time we talk about this, Dallas is probably more leaning towards Iowa, and Minnesota's probably leaning towards Lauren Betts. And then Seattle's probably going to get Olivia
Olivia
Miles.
Miles. Yeah.
So if you could say to Dallas or Minnesota, like, hey, I'll give you this number one pick so y'all can definitely get who y'all want, what other additional player are you asking for?
So if I'm saying like, hey, Dallas, we'll give you this number one pick for XYZ.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'll
like
give you this number one
for
pick
three
for
and who?
Ooh. Out of Dallas? Um, I don't know, man, because it's
sound
like,
like you're not answering the phone at all.
No,
well,
hold
they
on,
not giving
because
up. They
I'm
not giving
calling.
up
Look,
Paige.
send me Ty Harris or
I
Maddie
forgot
Seeger.
Ty. I forgot Ty was down there.
Bring
Yeah,
me,
I'm not.
bring me my kids. But go
I really
ahead.
like Isaiah James too, but I think they're going to keep her too because she's young.
Azaya, yeah, that's a good one too.
I really now if it's you're saying if it's Minnesota,
Yeah.
ooh,
Like we know y'all want Lauren Betts. What are you willing to do for me?
who's on Minnesota's? The problem is, like Kayla McBride is like, if she were like 5 years younger, I wouldn't be mad at that. But Kayla McBride was like a San Antonio Silver Star, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Like she been in
Yeah,
the league
Yeah,
for a
she was.
minute.
She's Kayla McBride is what, 32, 33?
yeah. Kayla
Because
on
we
her.
could use her shoot out. That's tough. I think I would go.
Dejanay,
I mean, I'm
I
not
feel
mad
like
at Dejanay. I just don't know if that making that trade for Dejanay with a number one, like a top four pick. I'm not rolling with that one. I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling on that one.
you don't want the
But
wing depth. I mean, okay, I get it. I mean, you have a Sonya.
I would no, I'd appreciate the wing depth, but if it was lower in the draft, yeah. But at that
Oh,
top 3, 4, I don't know if I'm rolling on that. I mean, I think Courtney would be a very good vet for us. And I think that you could actually have her go back to playing her natural position. But Courtney ain't coming to no damn DC. I already don't yell at me, Court. I already know. But the thing with Minnesota that's weird is like I'm trying to think of their young player. Who is like their young like
They don't have one.
Don't they
they
have
don't really
Minnesota. I
didn't they
have.
mean,
have a player they
Well, they have
drafted
Tosu that they
overseas?
draft.
Tosu.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had
drafted her.
Tosu,
Maria
and they had
Klindikova.
She young. That lady not
Is she?
31.
no. She's
Oh no, she is
I
she
older.
don't mean to say it
She's
like that,
no, no,
but
no.
no.
She is older. I
she
made a
is
mistake.
30.
Yeah, Kondakova is like 25
She's 25.
or like. Let me see.
I
No,
need
She
y'all to check
is.
that.
she's
She is
like
20. She is
26.
27. She's 27. I'm sorry.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah. So Minnesota's thing is they got to get a little younger, which they'll get. Which is crazy that Chicago.
I mean, they do
Anyway,
have Jalen Sherrod, but like you're not. That's not like what you're. I feel like for this high of a pick, I don't think that's the route you go.
nah, love Jalen though. That's my girl. But man, if we could get that, if we can get in that top two, top three, like I think we gonna make something shake. But yeah, that would be my with Alicia Gray, Rakia Jackson, just like that wing. That's like I can get you the ball. I know you're gonna go score, and then I know you're gonna go defend on the other end. Like I really think I think like obviously the thing with Sykes was like she wanted to go to a team that was a contender. Like we get it, but I think Sykes really helped with her versatility on both ends of the floor, and I think that is kind of what we need to uh work on.
If Seattle called, let's say for some reason Seattle ends up like fifth or whatever, fifth or fourth,
Mhm.
and they call and they say we want that number one pick off you because we want to make sure Olivia Miles is there. Is there a particular player like are you asking for like Gabby Williams
Jordan Horston?
or Jordan Horston? Jordan Horston would be really good.
I really like Jordan Horston. She should be healed from ACL, right? Like she should be.
Yeah, she should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, yeah. So I really like Jordan Horston. I'm not mad at Gabby Williams. I think she really took a leap this past year. Either one of those two, I'm cool with. Seattle fans don't hate me, but y'all got a lot going on over there. So I don't know how many players I'm taking from what y'all got going on because something is happening. But Horston or Gabby, I would be, yeah.
It's go-
Those would be cool.
it's gonna be crazy when both expansion teams do what Golden State did last year, and it's just like actually we don't want anybody from Seattle. Like
Yeah.
y'all deal with your own issues.
But the vibes are gonna be different, like they reset. It's gonna be fine.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
you wouldn't want nothing from Chicago.
I was gonna say if Shakira is trying to move on, I would absolutely say Camilla.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
That would be
that to me.
that would be crazy.
I mean, and I think that works for both because if Chicago is trying to work on, whatever they got a lot going on over there too. But if they're trying to like make it so that everybody's in a better situation over there, I think Shakira and Angel as a front court, like I think that's
Yeah,
something that you would be interested in, right?
I would think so.
I don't know. Them vibes too.
I don't
Crazy and
know, but
crazy.
if I'm just saying, if Camilla has
I
any
mean,
inkling to move on, she is welcome down at the we would take her at brunch. She will have a grand time. She'll be closer to South Carolina. I'm sure she would enjoy that.
hey, you
Outside of
know
that,
what?
I don't know what Chicago got. Yeah, no.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's always a lot.
I said about the same situation, like with their team isn't even as young because I feel like they have more vets with like E Will and Rachel and Kia Nurse
Mm, Beck Allen.
back out. Yeah,
Mm,
they're a little bit more aged, which is fine. But
yeah. And I don't think Ariel would uh run it back. So I think Ariel Atkins is probably looking for like I want to go play in the playoffs and play for a title opportunity at this point in her career.
yeah,
Let's get greedy.
Look,
Oh,
that
okay. Listen, and it's funny because I was thinking, I was like, she might. Like that was like that was the first thing I thought of, honestly.
We'd already
I mean,
listen. We done already saved one player from the hell, which is the Chicago Sky. Dana might be like, hey, it's a lot better over here, I promise.
I know Dana showed up that first day in Vegas and was like, "Thank you, Lord." I know she was just so excited, man. Every clip the social media team posts of her, she looked like she's having a ball. Like she was just so grateful to be in that organization. So,
I'm sure every game felt like the first day of school where you lay out your clothes and you like, it's just really like a breath of fresh air. Like I
hmm
it don't matter what I do, I'm supported.
Right. It's like
yep.
we terrible, but nobody gonna think it's my fault.
Like even when I think she was saying like the very first game they played against the Liberty, Asia was like, I'm really glad you're here for this. And it's just like that's such a far cry from last year. It's like, damn,
hmm
arguably the greatest player ever said, I'm very glad you're here. I because we needed you. That was probably like I'd be smiling the rest of the year.
Could nobody tell me
Look,
nothing?
Couldn't nobody
Oh,
tell me
literally.
nothing.
they still can't. She went first year and she went and now she got two rings. Like, please. She been in the league, what, 5 years, maybe? 5, 6 years?
She got a key to her hometown.
Can't beat it. Shout out to Dana.
So with of course, I think you're one of the few teams that really have like the luxury of you having two core players like definitively in their rookie year is truly something like okay, this is wonderful. Of course, with all the good they've done, what would you like to see them bring or add to their games next year? As like, what are some of the things you're like, okay, this is going to help take you to the next level and help take us to the next level?
That's a good question. I think for Kiki, it's like banging a little more in the paint. Like I know you want to shoot the jumpers, but you don't have to settle, you know? So I think with her, if she wants to go more off the bounce, is working on the handle and really trying to hone in on that, but also working being able to make sure that she's keeping that back to the basket game, you know? Because now you're gonna get to a point eventually where people gonna start sending a double. And once they send a double, then you got to be able to know, am I going right? Am I going left? What am I doing with the ball? Am I passing it? So I think that's the next step for her is just like being able to be like, all right, I'm here, I'm a presence. This is what is in my bag. These are the different counters I have. I think for Citron, Mac Citron is just that kid is crazy. Like, cause even when we traded Sykes, and I know a lot of people were like, oh well, are they Sykes merchants? You know how Twitter is. And Citron just got better when Sykes was traded. Like she just was like, okay, I have more shots to take, so I'm just gonna take them. I think for her, she is a fourth quarter killer. For her, it's gotta be 1 through 3 quarters, though. You know, like we not good enough where we can wait for you to be the closer, like the Chelsea great for the aces. We ain't good enough we gotta get to the fourth quarter for it to be, you know what I'm saying, for it to be close. So for her, it's just consistency throughout all the quarters and just being able to for her it's counters too. Now the tape is out on you. It's gonna be all right. Well, we know you want to do this certain move. What you doing when we take away options 1, 2, and 3? For Lucy just has to work on her defensive end in order to stay on the floor, I think, because if she's not knocking down shots sometimes, it's kind of like, man, we can't keep giving up buckets, sister. Sorry. But I think that's what's good for her. And then Madison Scott is the opposite. It's like my sister's gonna defend. I have no doubt about that. She got to make sure she gets like a consistent mid-range jumper. Like I know that I can hit this consistently and I can give y'all like 5 to 7 points a night when I'm on the floor.
The fascinating thing about Maddie is like her mid range looks so good, but it feels like it falls in an inconsistent place. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, okay, this is all net beautiful, and then it's like the exact next play will be an air ball. Like, sister, what did you change? It looks the
Yeah.
exact same, but it's not going out right. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. Find some consistency there because it's like she can get to the spot if she, if you put her in a position, but it's like, we need you to finish that one. Actually, we kind of don't have
Yeah,
a lot of
like
room for error
yeah, we
here.
don't have yeah. It's like we ain't got a lot of room for error. So like when you open, we need you to shoot it and make it.
Yeah.
I loved your tidbit about Sonya being so good in the fourth quarter because like you sometimes basketball is such like a funny sport. It do feel like barbershop talk when it be like, damn, she
Hmm.
really like a fourth quarter merchant. Like
No,
it's
but
just
she
like,
is.
but
It's
it's
real.
like not. It's like she that clutch gene shit. It's like, damn. I feel like I feel like I'm just talking with my homeboys, but it's actually this is real. This is one of the very few examples I can say this is real. Like when Sonya shot, if Sonya shoots the ball in fourth quarter and 2 minutes left, I I bet my life on it.
Yeah, it's going in. It's just that if she's shooting it in the second quarter, I kind of need them to go in too. We ain't good enough yet where she can cope, but she'll learn, she'll grow. I have confidence in all of them that the coaching staff is gonna really work with them to help them take that next step. And that's something I wasn't able to say every year as a Mystics fan. So that's good to have that belief now.
I think they rewarded you for your troubles of
I appreciate the
that
Mystics
draft,
listen to me.
and I also think I got rewarded for ethical tank. I think they're the fact that again we all in the 2024 episodes where we talked about like, damn, they keep losing these really close ass games. Like I think when y'all
Hmm.
lost like 12 straight, it was like all of them was by like 2-3 points. I'm like, there's a good team under here.
Hmm.
They was giving the fever hell. I was like, please leave us alone. Like, why y'all doing this? At this moment, we do need this win more than y'all. Like, just be bad, please. I swear, like at least earlier those two games, it was going to overtime. I'm like, Caitlin got like 30. Like, please, we're doing all we can right now. Just lay down. But it was happening.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was like I feel like that was my favorite thing about the Mystics. Even during that season that they were doing all that losing, I was like, this team has an identity though. And
Hmm.
the thing about most teams, most young teams in that position is they look kind of directionless when they out there on the floor. And I didn't feel that way with the Mystics. I felt like this team has already decided we're going to be the team that's flying around on defense. We gonna make a mess. We're gonna slow the game down. You're not gonna get your shots off. We just going you're gonna have to get it out the mud. And that was their thing. Even when they weren't winning games, I could see that. So I was like, they not too far off from being a competitive team.
Yeah, no, that's real. I think we've always kept that same identity, especially on defense. It's like even if we haven't had like the skill players, it's been like, look, we're gonna make this hell in a cell. You're gonna have to scratch and claw to beat us.
Watching that team was always like, yeah, y'all might beat us, but y'all will not have a good time when y'all do it. I swear
No,
sure you won't. Your coach will be pissed in film.
no, it was like I think with the like them first few games we played, and we like it was one game we had blown out the aces. I was like, Lord, what the hell we got? I don't know. This is a little scary to me. We weren't supposed to be this good this soon, man. What the hell? Obviously the aces was going through their thing, but it was just like I think
That's when I knew.
being able to compete, I think that matters. And I think one thing I love about my team, regardless, they play hard. Like there's never a game I watch where they're like, oh, I don't really want to do this. I don't feel like they play hard. Now, if we throw the ball 50 feet out of bounds, you know what? I take it because you was playing hard. You was trying.
And I also think that's really hard to ask out of. That's really uh credit to like the whole organization because I think for young teams, you see these young teams, whether it be WNBA, NBA, whatever, like losing games is hard. So
Hmm.
it's very easy to be like, oh, we're playing the Liberty today. We haven't won a game in X amount of days, and ain't no point of really trying like to get this, whatever. But they're like, shit, like they play like they ain't got nothing to lose, and they
Yeah.
again were rewarded for it in so many ways, and now they just their trajectory is so. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
No, that's real. And I think you bring up a good point too, because a lot of these kids, especially the top picks, come from winning programs. Like you got kids who lost maybe 10 games their whole career in college. And then you come here and you on a expansion team or a team that's not, winning like that. And it could really mess up your mental and your approach to the game. So I really do think that even when we started to lose, I didn't see where we were like picking up bad habits towards the end of the year,
Mhm.
which is important too.
And then the last thing that we wanted to get into is obviously the whole league is free agents. So I was gonna pull up this free agent list. Do you have any players, realistic or otherwise? You can be as whimsical as you would like. That you're like, I would like to see them or us to make a run at them.
Well, Asia Wilson's sister, I mean, my gosh, if that's as whimsical as I can get. But I
I
think let's see. I think realistically though, like my bad, Jay. I'm leaning back on Alicia Gray. I'm sorry.
I
I don't
I
know
had a
what you want me to
feeling.
say.
I
I
had a
don't know
feeling.
what you want me to
When
say.
when the free agent list come up and I see the Atlanta logo, I'm already knowing. It's like they're gonna be like, oh, Alicia Gray. It's like, yeah,
let,
I
let's
know, y'all.
let's go by position. What? So do you feel like if anything, y'all need like guards and forwards, like small forwards?
Yeah, we do. And we need athleticism. Like we need more up and down. We can get up and down and run type of players. Like I wouldn't be mad at like
So these are your guards.
it's, uh like I'm not like if Benaj is healthy, I'm not mad at that at all because that's a vet that could really help. Um I was about to say Ariel Atkins. I miss you, sister.
You know, she
Um
she might come back because she's gonna be like, you know what, I had a good life. It,
I didn't realize I had it.
you know, it was good quiet life.
That's
But
what Chicago do to you.
would
look,
would you be willing to have Natasha Cloud back?
It ain't no shade to her. I just think we moved on. No, it's not. I don't like. I think if I remember correctly, we could have protected her, and we didn't. We just decided to protect EDD, and so I think that
Um,
kind of made the choice. You know.
yeah.
So I'm good on that. But I think like a
And these are your forwards.
like a Kayla Thornton. I'm like I don't think she's leaving Golden State because look at what they got going on over there. But a Kayla Thornton would be really good.
Michaela
Kalia Copper.
Onyenuere.
I'm not mad at Mickey either. I think Mick is a good rotational player. Kalia Copper. Bring her back to the. We had to trade you, sister, to get EDD to get that ring, but sister, you are welcome back anytime. Um, if Shakira is like, hey, I want to go and spread my wings, apologize, but a Natasha Howard, I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, I'm not mad at it.
I do kind of like that though. I like
Yeah,
next to like playing next to Kiki, like in the front court. I can see that.
yeah. I'm not mad at that at all. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a lot of these, but I mean, if Gabby is like, "Hey, Seattle, it's been real," I would pick up the phone for Gabby Williams. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just trying to. I'm also trying to think in my head of people that are good, like that'll be good locker room and teammate pieces too. Because I think that in the Mystics' whole rebranding and trying to rebuild this franchise, I think that has been something that's been important to them too. Is are you a good teammate? Are you going to be good in the locker room?
Yeah, that's important. You got to be a you need vibe signings. Like you need
Yeah.
somebody who can like you need somebody who can add to the continuity that you've already built and kind of complement the young players.
Mm-hmm. You know who was really good this past year in her new destination? Eweezy.
She was.
She
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 in
was.
was
fact
really,
was.
really good for Seattle. Like, I don't know if Seattle takes the Aces to the wire like that without Erica Wheeler.
No, because she down the stretch in um in both of those games, really, like she hit some big shots.
She was
Like they
actually
they,
Yeah.
they needed her.
she was actually my enemy that week, unfortunately.
Ooh,
She was
yeah.
she did play wonderfully, but I was like, damn, you really get on my nerves right now.
Man, that game three when she came down, I thought that jump shot, I thought that was going in. Then Gabby get it and she misses it, but y'all turned the lights off. Ace turned the lights off. It was like, nope, series over. We going home. Don't worry about it. I was like, oh, the Aces was they wasn't playing. They was like, no, we got to get out of here. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of. I think it's gonna be a lot of interesting. Like this could really be a season where we see a whole bunch of changes and movement, and I'm really excited. I hope the Mystics benefit with all of these free agents around.
Look, and I feel like the Mystics gonna have like money to spend. Like assuming they keep the salary. I mean, the salary's gonna go up, but as soon as they keep the structure the way it is, and
Hmm.
rookies stay on these scale, like you can offer, you can offer Alicia Gray $1 million. Like, look, sister, like, do
Yeah,
you want the money? We do have it,
right. Here
So
is $1 million for you. Come over here and be happy. So it'll be
literally,
interesting to see, but I guess we got to get to a agreed upon CBA before anything at this point, right?
Right. And who knows? It seemed like nobody. It seemed like they're not trying to come off the revenue sharing thing, but we'll see.
I mean, they shouldn't.
I I don't. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that works out.
Well, Jay, would you like to say the line?
Yeah. Are all hearts and minds clear? We got any parting words?
Go
Well,
Mystics. Go Dream. Go Aces. Go Fever. I can do all of that. I can get behind all of that.
that's really nice. That was really nice, actually.
I was like,
Uh,
oh, she's gonna leave me out. That's so embarrassing. Oh,
Oh
bullshit.
nah, man. I look as a fan since the Mystics was in their old colorway. I know what the Fever had been through. Like, so I'm
Mm-mm.
I'm I'm happy for the OG fans that y'all get to experience and some success.
I think my
Yeah.
That's true.
parting words is only brunch and ball will see me one day. That is one of the
It.
greatest sports promotions of my life.
I can't lie to you. Brunch and basketball was very good. It was
I
very
I
good.
I can
I had
only
so much fun.
imagine.
I got to get back home to go to one.
I think did they? I think they played the Sparks that day too. And so it was a pretty good game. I'm like, this is actually a very good deal. Got good seats. Like, yeah. The Mystics also were very nice because I had to like call their customer support, but they were very nice and very quick after I added them on Twitter. But anyway, shout out to them.
Yes. Oh, I do have to, if it's okay, give the Mystics a shout out. So
Of course.
they actually, because of they made Kitron shirts, they
Yeah.
actually sent me a care package and they sent me an autographed Kitron shirt. Both of them signed it. So I do
Oh,
have to give a shout out to my Mystics. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for
I
looking out.
appreciate that because I mean I did make that tweet because I was like, Shae really made this Kitron shit and it went off. And if she don't get a t-shirt, I will be adding them every day. I didn't think everybody else was gonna jump on it, but I was like, yeah, I'm glad everybody took clocked in.
So I
You
appreciate
deserve
you for
that.
having my back. Appreciate you for having my back. The Mystics looked out. They sent me a care package.
When
And then it was like,
when
please give these
they
people out my mentions.
when they win a championship together, you need to be on the parade float. Like, yeah,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
this
I'm
was
hopping on the back. I'm gonna have on my shirt. I'm bringing my EDD jersey. I'm having all of it. We've been through a lot, but I appreciate y'all though. My parting words is that I think what y'all do is great. It's fantastic. If y'all are not tuned in, make sure you are locked in. They put out great content, and it's no bullshit. You can tell that they are watching games. We got a lot of people who put out stuff who just want clickbait, who are just not watching games. They're looking at box scores. These three people I'm looking at, they watching the game. So I appreciate y'all. I think y'all do a very good job of like making the basketball space accessible for people.
Really appreciate that,
Yeah,
Shae.
I
you
appreciate.
Sure.
We definitely appreciate that.
I said before before this, I felt like you did the same thing. I remember DMing you, asking you questions about basketball, like
That
or
was
about
way
like
back, but yeah.
yeah, like, I remember being like, oh, how does like what is this like? What is the relationship with this? And all, so you were a wonderful entry point for me.
Oh, thank
So
you.
I like this is very nice for me. This is a very nice full circle moment.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on. It's been great. Cannot wait for the Mystics to, go and draft everybody and make me very happy again. That's what I would like. Uh Jay, if Alicia comes, I will send you, I'll treat you to dinner if we get her, just as, to put a
No,
band-aid over the bullet wound.
I,
I'll do
I
that
can
for you.
appreciate. I can appreciate that.
I will, but I really appreciate y'all. It was a great time.
Well, this has been another episode of Pull Up 3. I am Paragon Don.
I'm Jamae.
I'm J Trent.
What do I
Oh.
say? Shae from the committee. It's me. My bad, y'all.
And we are out.